All right, we should be live. Reconnect. Here we go. All right, should be going live. All right, we should be live. Folks, can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? Yes, I'm heading back to the windy trail, testing out the dead cat. There's wind coming at my face right now, so I want to know if you can hear me and see me clearly. Now, there's probably going to be a little bit of noise. Yeah, I DM'd you something on Facebook. Computer chick, I don't use Facebook. And I don't even know who you are, to be honest with you. So I don't even know why you'd be sending me something on Facebook. If you have something to say, can you please say it publicly right here? Because I don't know who you are. And, I'm not here to play any games. So I always mention my methods of communication. And yes, there have been some things that the trolls and haters have done. It is all fake. It is not real. And life must go on. They do put me in a little bit of jeopardy. But you know what? I can't sit here and live my life, worrying about all these stupid things. Someone went to my channel and commented about you on my channel. Of course, that's what they do. Computer chick, have you not been paying attention to any of my streams where I constantly talk about this? That's what they do. Also, take a look at what Nightbot has been saying every 10 minutes. You see, here's the thing. People just don't pay attention. And I'm not trying to be rude by saying this. But people just don't pay attention out. And then just because they show up on my channel and the trolls see you there and they're trying to knock my channel down, they go and attack you on your channel and they say rude things about me. And if you don't understand that there are trolls on YouTube, and if you believe what they're saying about me is true, then you can make a choice to not come back. I'm honestly tired of dealing with this, folks. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from anybody that people are coming to your channels and attacking me or attacking you, saying bad things about me. I just don't want to hear it. When I can, but I am on a work travel right now between working and don't spend my time or life on YouTube, then do me a favor. Just ignore anything like that. Do you understand what spam is? If you understand what spam is, and if you don't understand that there are bad people out there doing stupid things, if you can't decipher that, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't want to hear it. And again, I don't know who you are. To be honest with you, you're probably a troll as well, just trying to trigger me. So, unless you tell me who you are and how you found out about me, then I can't validate what you're saying. Anyone else out there besides Computer Chick who decided to come in here at the very beginning of my show and talk about the haters and how people are coming to my channel and saying bad things about you? Okay. Well, yeah, then Computer Chick, do me a favor. I'm not trying to be rude. You make your own decision whether you want to continue following this channel or not. That's on you. There are trolls and haters on YouTube. And quite frankly, if they come to your channels and they say bad things about me, ultimately, you've got to make your own decision based on what you see here when you watch my content and checking out their channels. these rude comments about me, or these mashed up videos on me. They probably have 0 subscribers and no content. All I gotta say, folks, is use your head. That's all. I'm tired of this. I'm moving on. I want to run my show. I don't want to hear about it. Okay? I've got a Nightbot putting it out there in the chat that I don't want to hear it. Hey, Queen Helen Casey, how are you doing? Can you hear me clearly and can you see me clearly? I am on the windy trail, and it's not that windy right now, but I want to know if I'm coming through loud and clear. Queen, can you see me and hear me clearly? Boy, I'm looking up ahead at Highway 101, and there's a lot of traffic northbound and southbound. There must be a big accident somewhere. Fortunately for me, I just go over the freeway to get to the other side of the freeway. And there was a little bit of traffic trying to get to this trail, because to get here, I have to go over the freeway overpass that cars enter and exit the freeway. So it was kind of a little bit of that's why I was a little bit late, about 10 minutes late. So my apologies for that. Who got in an accident? I don't know. I don't know if there's an accident. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I don't know. All I can tell you is that from a distance here where I see the freeway, Highway 101, US 101, it's moving very slowly. But not a big deal. You look and sound fine, Coach. Thank you. Thank you so much. Similar Evil. We got 10 people in the box. That's quite a small amount, but oh well. That's been happening a lot lately on YouTube. These streams start out pretty slow and then they kind of pick up. But you never know what crazy things that people are trying to pull behind the scenes. Like I said at the beginning of this show, I'm just moving forward, and whatever will be, will be. I can only control things that are within my control, and same with you folks. And I'll probably do a stream tomorrow and probably title it, "You can only control what's controllable or within your control." I'm not getting notifications anymore. Well, Similar Evil, go and unbang the bell and then rebang the bell and make sure that you select all notifications, because if you only have it on what do you call it? By default, I think what do they call it? Customizable or something. Another fancy way of saying occasional notifications. If you bang the bell and don't select all notifications, by default, it will only send you occasional notifications. So just make sure that's all set. Make sure that you also have, if you're on your smartphone or tablet, make sure that the YouTube app is set to receive notifications at your device's level, whether it's an iPhone, an iPad, or any Android device, tablet, or phone. You got to make sure the YouTube app can receive the notifications on your device that you're telling it to receive on the YouTube end of things. So it's kind of like a 2 or 3 step process. I got to say, it's a very gorgeous day out here today. It's not really cold. I think I'm overdressed, but I'd rather be overdressed than underdressed and be cold out here. 15 in the box right now. You're probably right. There's probably something going on with the YouTube notification system. Another note, folks, as you can tell, this is episode number 46. I'm redoing episode number 46. I did delete episode number 46 that I did a few days ago from Red Morton Park. And the reason why I did that, it was something that was not planned. And I furthermore explained what happened on my night stream that night. I didn't want something out there redundant. So I deleted that, and that episode will not be re-uploaded to A Grip on Life 2. I'm redoing it today. This is going to be the episode number 46 for my Walking with Purpose live edition series. So just in case you're wondering where that stream went. Again, if you want to find out more about what happened yesterday in the past few days, where the trolls and haters took it a bit too far, just go watch my previous few streams and you'll see it. Last night I did a late night stream, and it was a pretty good one. Some things that ended up happening which have made me feel the need to continue discussing some things that came up last night. For those of you that know Gorilla Bear Tech, he used to be a moderator here on my channel up until last night, where it got to the point of where he had to be removed. And if you want to find out why he got removed and what happened, go back and check out that stream from late last night. The replay is up. It's about 3.5 hours long. You can skim through it. If you want to get to the juice, you can go about halfway through, where I actually brought on Terry's GG&G channel from Canada to discuss things with me regarding this situation and some other things regarding last night's topic. Was a pretty good one. You know, it was regarding night owls, and are night owls affected by being night owls when compared to people that get regular sleep? So check that out if you or if you feel so inclined to do so. So let's just get right to it. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose edition, the Walking with Purpose live edition, episode number 46. And live from part of the Bay Trail here in beautiful Redwood City, California. And today, I'm putting it out here that I feel men out there today need to man up. I'm going to really start to hit this subject home because I honestly feel, this is my opinion, I'm entitled to it, I'm not shaming anybody, but I continue to see this, not only out here on YouTube, but in the real world, that modern day men today, millennial men, which are the Generation Y men, and now the current generation, the post-millennial generation, which is known as the I generation, Generation Z. So the Gen Y and Gen Z men, I hate to say it, are not being raised properly, are not being raised to be men. They are confused with the way they behave. And let me tell you how it affects me being a Gen X man. It affects me being a Gen X man because of the modern day woman and how they're able to manipulate these Gen Y and Gen Z men. They're more prone to give these men a chance because they're easily manipulated, whereas a Gen X man like myself is not going to put up with the games. See, a lot of these men that don't know how to be men are basically enabling women to alter their behavior to get what they want, which is not genuine. So when I go in and meet women nowadays, especially if they're millennial women, for example, or even some post-millennial women that are learning from the millennial women as well, you get a totally different woman. You get a very, very in-your-face, straightforward woman that wants to wear the pants and doesn't want to recognize the fact that you're the man, not she. And it's all because of the way the millennial men and the post-millennial men have been raised to be. Not only by their parents that aren't doing a good job, in my opinion, but by the system. Because the system today is more of a system that favors women. I've mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. Why is the system favoring women, in my opinion? Well, from an economic standpoint, when women have 85% of the buying power, meaning that 85% of all purchases go or stem from a woman, or are made from a woman, for a woman, or by a woman, right? Where do you think they're going to focus their energy on? Where do you think the government's going to focus their energy on? Where do you think corporations that are sponsoring programming with their products are going to focus their money on? They're going to focus their money where they're going to get the largest return. Who spends most money? Women do. No disrespect. Those are just the facts. Got 20 in the box. 6 thumbs up. Thank you for being here. So it's created, and I keep talking about it, and I'm going to continue talking about it until I raise enough awareness to where this really starts to change the trend. And I myself am not going to be able to change this trend. But maybe if I can help 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 other men understand this, maybe they can help me lead this crusade to get things back on track in humanity and in society. Because I got to tell you folks, in my opinion, the system is really messed up. You tell me what you think. Queen Helen Casey, women love to shop. Well, no kidding, Queen Helen Casey. I can send you some cold weather, says Queen. No, it's all right. Not necessary. It's actually a really nice day out here today. So, and there's not a lot of wind. There's not a lot of wind. That's pretty good. Queen, are you still able to hear me pretty clearly? And see me pretty clearly here as well? Let me know. I got to tell you something that annoys me the most, folks. I keep talking about it, and I'm going to continue talking about it. Yes, I hear you and see you. Thanks, Queen. What annoys me the most are men that behave insecurely and whine like a female dog. I'm seeing a lot more of that happen nowadays. And if you want a good example, stream and look chat about halfway through the show, start looking to see what Gorilla Bear Tech was posting. See, Gorilla Bear Tech is being trolled by somebody I used to be trolled by. And Gorilla Bear Tech's been getting trolled much longer than I was trolled by this guy. And the guy that was trolling myself and still trolling Gorilla Bear Tech put out a video last week saying that he just wants us to move forward. He'll leave us alone if we leave him alone. So I'm like, okay, cool. I was already doing that, Mr. O, Mr. Troll. And he hasn't bothered me. And all Gorilla Bear Tech had to do was just ignore the guy, not talk about him. But what did he do? He came in my chat and was writing spammy paragraphs and disrupting my stream. And that's not the first time he did it. He was doing it all week. You can't let it go. He complains that this guy keeps coming at him, but doesn't put two and two together to realize that he keeps coming at him because you just won't stop talking about him. It's almost like you're in love with him, Gorilla Bear Tech. It's pretty sad, dude. Maybe because you have nothing better to do with your life that this entertains you or makes you feel good about yourself. And if that's what you want to do that on your channel. You're no longer going to do that on my channel. But it's not even that bothers me. What bothers me is, and I got to say it again. This guy's a grown man in his early 30s. He lives in his parents' place. He's never moved out. He makes $150 a month on YouTube and is not going out there to get a job. Living off his parents rent-free, food, probably, he has a car given to him. Like, he's been handed everything. How the hell is this guy going to learn responsibility if his parents are going to hand everything to him and not even force him to go and get a job? So, I came out and mentioned that last night because him and I had talked about that before, and he's kind of gone public on it before, but I mentioned that because I wanted to justify my actions of removing him from my channel and for behaving erratically and behaving insecurely and immaturely on my channel. The bottom line is this guy's just not happy with himself. Yet instead of going out there, getting a job, maybe starting to work out and get a little more healthy and fit, and start making something out of himself, he sits there in his parents' home rent-free, trying to make it as a YouTuber to pay his bills, when it's not going to happen. It's really sad to me. I share this example, folks, because he is a millennial. And I'm not trying to stereotype or criticize the millennials. And I'm not even blaming him or the other millennials that I've talked about in the past. This has to do with the way their parents raised them. It's sad to me. It's sad to me to see these grown-ass men 100% dependent on their parents for survival in their early to mid-30s. And then what do? They come on YouTube and then they join channels like mine, and all they do is project their insecurities. They use your platform as a forum to just project, and that's that. They use my forum to project, to make themselves feel better. It's just ridiculous. And quite frankly, I don't know what the solution is. But something needs to be done. Because each and every year that I age one more year, I continue to see this problem with men get worse. I continue to see the system not help men. At the same time, I continue to see women advance and get further, which is no problem. That's great. I'm happy for women. But what about men? What are we going to do about these men? How are we going to help them? Let me ask you folks in the chat. Do you see this problem with modern day men, or is it just me? I want to know, do you see this problem? Queen, and anyone else here, do you see this problem? And what are your thoughts about it? Got 27 in the box, 6 thumbs up. Get those thumbs up, folks. I know there are more than 6 people here that actually like this content. There's a couple of ducks up there. They're right on the trail. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it. They're gonna get scared off. I mean, they're gonna move off. I don't know if you can see them right there. Can you see them? They're gonna walk the trail with me. That's awesome. Oh, there they go. There they go. They got scared of me because I'm bigger than them. I'm sorry. You wanted to walk the trail? You could go walk in the marshland. Your feet were made for that. I gotta walk on the actual trail here because, well, I have hiking boots. I could probably go over there as well, but it's against the law to go over there. It's roped off. Those are geese. Other geese. That's right. They're not duck. They're geese. You're right. Sorry, they're geese. You could tell by the sound, right, Queen? Similar April says he couldn't drop it. He wanted drama on his side. He saw drama grow other channels and thought he could get a piece of it. Yeah, similar evil. I think that's what it all boils down to with Gorilla Bear Tech. You see, Gorilla Bear Tech probably thought that I've been capitalizing off of the drama. And while my channel is not a drama channel, I talk about other topics, okay, like this today. I have capitalized off the drama, but I didn't intentionally stir up drama. I don't go to people's channels spewing, drama. I go there support the creator regarding the topic at hand. If I don't like the topic that they're running that day on a stream that they may be running, I just won't show up. But you're right. I think because Gorilla Bear Tech, GBT, has nothing more going for him, he figured, okay, well, Coach Eli is about to hit 3K subs. He surpassed me in subs. Let me go over to his channel and see if I can make a name for myself. Well, sir, GBT, you didn't make a name for yourself. You made a fool out of yourself. And you continue to do that. And you wonder why your channel's not growing. And you wonder why Mr. O keeps trolling you. You just don't get it, man. And I was trying to legitimately help you free of charge. It's sad, folks. I have tried to help so many millennial and post-millennial men since I started coaching over 3 years ago between my former channel and this channel. And every time with the millennial men, it ends up the same way. It ends up the same way. And it's making me believe that they're being raised by their parents. Their parents are the ones to blame because they, in essence, are the ones enabling this behavior. If I did half the things these guys do nowadays when I was growing up, my dad would whoop my ass. And he did. And I thank him for that. He's in a better place now, but I thank him for that. Shout out to Dimitri Melas up in the better place in the sky. It's my father, Dimitri. 32 in the box right now. Thank you so much for being here. Computer chick, if you're still watching, I apologize. I went off on you because I'm frustrated that people keep talking about this stuff and it's giving the trolls what they want. So my apologies if you're still listening. I just don't want people coming into my house and disturbing and distracting the message from the people that really want to get somewhere here. And I gotta pay a special shout out today once again to Queen Helen Casey. By the way, Queen, it was interesting. I was watching a live stream replay last night. Well, I think it happened last night, but I think I was live while this person was live. You just recently subscribed to the Creator Fundamentals channel run by Dan Courier. And he had on his screen his latest subscribers. He uses OBS like I do. He has a little widget that shows who his latest subscribers are, and I saw your name on there, Queen Helen Casey. Was that you, Queen, that subscribed to the Creator Fundamental channel? Yeah, I saw your name on there. I'm like, shit. I'm in the bath. I'm watching Dan Courier. He's one of these YouTube self-help gurus as well, right? And I see Queen Helen Casey's name on the screen. I'm like, oh, man, it's a small world out there. I'm like, wow. You see, Queen, on YouTube, someone's always watching. You may not think that we're watching, but we're watching. Everyone's watching, whether they say something or not. Queen's like, oh, man, that's pretty scary, huh? Yeah. I'm almost halfway through this walk. I'm getting too fast at these. I gotta tell you, folks, I'm starting to really get back into my high school shape almost. Like I've been really working on my abs lately. Now, for those of you that have asked me to take off my shirt in the past, I'm still never gonna do that publicly. But one special lady will be able to, put her hands on this hot, sexy 46-year-old Greek body. And you know what? If I want to say that I'm hot and sexy and you people don't think I am, that's on you. I don't care. All that matters is how I feel about myself. And I'm trying to tell you folks the same thing. All that matters is how you feel about yourself. And it only takes one other special person to feel that same way. And then you're a match made in heaven, right? Gosh, that sun's right in my eyes. Whew, Jesus. That is some nasty sun. Oh my God. It is coming this way diagonally. Whew. Wow. But anyway, getting back on track here. We're talking about men needing to man up. I'm going to further continue this conversation tonight from the studio at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. We're going to keep talking about it. I'm also going to go over a very well-written blog article that was written in 2018, where they surveyed a bunch of millennial men with some very interesting stats. Queen, if you could do me a favor, I forgot the title of my stream tonight. Can you go to the homepage and can you find the title of my stream coming up later tonight? It's on the homepage of my channel. Let me see. Mama Goonie, how you doing? Hey, thank you for being here. When you say that I am right, what were you referring to? Because I've had the sun in my face and I can't see my screen here. Yup, the thumbs up is smashed. Thank you, Mama. So what were you referring to? Let me know. And as I get around this corner, when the sun is behind me, I'll be able to see the screen a lot better. But ironically, there really isn't much of any wind out here today. And there wasn't much wind the last time I was on this trail. So I can't really test my my little dead cat that I put on this headset microphone. Well, that's good that there isn't wind, because then the sound is absolutely phenomenal, right? God, that sun's right in my eyes. I got to block it with the phone. Let me see. About your self-positivity. Self-body positivity. You're right, Mama. You're right, Mama Goonie. I don't see it up. It should be there. It should be right on. If you go to my channel on your YouTube app or from the desktop version and you go to the home page, it should be at the very top. Unless it's showing the live stream. Anyway, we're going to be continuing this conversation tonight about millennial and modern day men. Oh yeah, Yeah, I remember the title now, somewhat. It's called Accepting Responsibility. Yeah, the live stream is probably being displayed there for the time being. You're right. Tonight we're going to be talking about accepting responsibility. And, you know, we're going to be discussing millennial / modern day men. And, you know, how they feel about their manlyhood. It's different. It's just weird. It's different nowadays. Now, let me ask you ladies out there in the chat, because you all seem to be good people here, and that's the type of people I like to attract here on my channel, is positive people. But in order to help the people that need the most help, unfortunately, sometimes we just have to, call it as it is and hit it head on. And do you ladies out there in the chat notice a difference in the way that millennial and post-millennial men behave today? And because of the millennials and the post-millennials, do you also notice, the previous generation, the Gen Xers like myself, do you notice a lot of those men have had changes in their behavior because of the way the modern world is? Because, yes, I honestly feel the millennials and the post-millennials are affecting the Gen X men, because they're interacting with Gen X and millennial and post-millennial women. So I think, to be honest with you, in my opinion, I think the millennial generation has affected all aspects of life tremendously, especially when it comes to dating relationships and marriages. That's my opinion. And maybe I'm not articulating the words that properly today, but I got to be honest, after last night's stream, dealing with Gorilla Bear Tech, millennial in his early 30s, it frustrated me because I've dealt with other millennials out here online in a similar situation. Like, I'm seeing a trend, and it's just not a good one. Give me a second, someone's passing by. I gotta be honest with you folks, the sun's right in my eyes, and it's like warm. And I'm like layered up. Like it's 30 degrees out here. My body feels like a sauna right now. I gotta tell you. Well, let me hear your thoughts. Is it okay if I come to your stream later? Absolutely. Come and go as you wish, Mama Goonie. Absolutely. You don't have to even ask. Just show up when you want. The way I run my channel is I leave it open to everyone. If you're a respectful person and you have an opinion or opinions, and you state your opinions constructively, no matter how, straightforward they are, I love that. The only thing that I don't like is when people come on here and they project their insecurities. People like that are not going to be helpful to this channel. Those people are the people that need the most help. But they're not ready to accept that yet, at least at this point. Just like Gorilla Bear Tech and many other people that have come and gone from my channel in the past for projecting. I got one word, entitlement. You're right. Entitlement is the right word. And I've heard that from many people, Mama Goonie. But who entitles these men? And quite honestly, I'll tell you, it's more so the millennial men. The millennial women are surpassing the millennial men. They are. So who is entitling these male millennials? It's their parents. There's no one to blame besides the way their parents raised them. Especially if they're just letting them stay at home in their early to mid 30s, rent free. And in the case of Gorilla Bear Tech, the guy has no job. No job, no rent, probably has a free car, free gas, free food, free gas and electric bill. Dude, you got it made. You got it made, man. But I bet you wish you could do it all on your own and not be dependent on mommy and daddy for it. And I'm not saying that to criticize you. It just frustrates me because you just don't get it, GBT. And men like you don't get it. You can change your life and make something out of yourself. You can say, you know what, I'm going to wake up tomorrow, I'm going to go find a job that pays me 40, 50 grand a year. And then I'm going to save up money for a deposit and first and last month's rent. Then I'm going to go get my own place and start building my life. Better late than never. But see, GBT, instead of you saying, I got to get my act together, you come out here and whine and complain like a little bitch. That's what you do. I had enough of that. It annoyed me. And beyond your behavior annoying me, just knowing that that is how men behave nowadays annoys me more because that's not natural masculine behavior. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to help you guys take back what's been taken from you. Your masculinity has been taken from you. Actually, in your cases, you guys have thrown your masculinity away. You don't even want it. Does it anger me? It sure does. You know, like I've mentioned in many of my recent past streams, and some of my past girlfriends have asked me, why don't you hang out with your friends anymore? Where are your friends? Don't you have friends? Oh, I do. I have plenty of friends, but they act like little bitches, so I don't want to hang around them. They annoy me. So what about, when I whine and complain and bitch? Well, you're a woman. I'm willing to put up with that because that's more natural and normal for you. And plus, you're cute and we can make out and it'll be all good. You see, that's normal female behavior to a certain extent. For a man, that's not normal. It's annoying to be around men that behave that way. I agree the parents, says Mama Goonie. Oh my, you are not only angry but disappointed as well. Oh, I'm angry. I'm angry at the way these men are ruining it for other men within their generation and outside of their generation, Mama Goonie. Because like I said, the millennial men are not only affecting other millennial men, they're affecting the other generations before and after them. It's really sad. I don't know if I'd say I'm angry, Mama Goonie. I don't want you getting the wrong idea about me. I'm very passionate about helping people. I'm very passionate about helping both men and women understand life's principles better. Because I was raised by two Greek parents in a very traditional household. And I never had to worry about where the next meal was coming. My father put my brother and I through the best schools. We had a great education. And whenever my brother and I were out of line, it happened. My mom and dad disciplined us and taught us responsibility. Something that these kids today don't have a clue about. They don't. It's just the bad apples. Don't let the bad apples spoil the bunch. Well, Mama Goonie, I'm not saying that every millennial man is a bad man or is doing it the wrong way. But there is an epidemic here that started from their generation. And their generation has more men that need help being masculine than any other generation in history. There's never been any other generation where men have felt less masculine or have become less masculine than they were naturally made to be. It's sad. It saddens me as a man to see future men of our world behaving this way. And I'm all for women having equal rights and being empowered and women moving ahead, but the women are destroying the men. The women are going places, and they've been going places, and I commend the women, right? And I'm a strong enough man to be able to be friends or even date women like that are strong because I am confident within myself. But these men just don't know how to handle the modern world because they weren't raised the right way to handle it. They weren't raised to be men. They weren't. Like you said, they've been entitled. Their parents coddled them. It's almost like their parents feel sorry for them. And instead of saying, you're 30 years old, get your ass out of my house and get a job and get your own place, they say, don't worry about it. Your day will come, son. Your day will come. And until it happens one day, you could stay here for as long as you like. And I'll cook you dinner every night. And I'll pay your utility bills and your car insurance and your car payment. I'll take care of you, son. How in the world are you going to learn responsibility? Or how are your kids going to learn responsibility when you do all that for them? Every so often, folks, I go off on these tangents when, I have someone that was a part of my channel that I met through YouTube. And then they just kind of start showing their true colors and they flip. And whenever it's been a millennial man that's lived at home with his family and is not where the typical man should be at that age, it really saddens me to see this. It really saddens me. Got 41 in the box. Does anyone have any questions or statements that they want to make? I'm really sorry, folks, if I'm coming off as angry. I'm actually disappointed. And why do I come off angry? And why am I angry? Why am I disappointed? Because it affects me too. It affects, even though I'm a 46-year-old man, a Generation X man, it affects me too. What if I wanted to get older, don't have kids, or can't have kids my age? So I'm going to be with women that have millennial men, and I got to deal with the repercussion of that because of how these other millennial men don't know how to behave. It affects me. It affects everyone. No matter what anyone says, this generation, the millennials more so, and I think the post-millennials, the I generation, the Gen Zers, but I can't certainly say for a fact that the millennial generation has not only affected their own generation, they've affected the entire population. They have. Tell me I'm wrong. Folks, you tell me. If you go back 20 years ago, to those of you that are 40 plus like myself, if you go back 20 years ago, were we living the way we are right now? Weren't things different? Do you folks see how the culture of society has changed so much in the last 10 to 20 years? That dude's riding a scooter. How are you going to get exercise riding a scooter on a hiking path or hiking trail? Okay, a motorized scooter too. Do you have ANIG or a Twitter? What is ANIG? Elias Melas. Elias Melas. One word. My Twitter is there. All my social links are there. Go to the About section of my YouTube channel. You'll see that there. Coach Eli, please don't come in here and troll my channel. I understand. All right, folks, am I reconnected? Let me know. Yeah, I looked at the cell tower, cut me off, but the YouTube app asked me to reconnect. I should be back live. I probably buffered for a second there, but now I should be back. Please let me know if I'm back. Please let me know if I'm back. Can you hear me and see me? I agree. Shangy, you're a millennial too. And look, Shangy, I'm not trying to criticize you, but you're coming in here and you're just basically fucking trolling me, man. And I'll be honest with you, I'm getting really sick and tired of it. You want to come over here and be friends and be cool with me and be mature about things, then no problem. But if you're going to continue to come in here and say, what's going on in here? I'll remove you. I'll have Queen Helen Casey remove you. Because, see, Shangy, to be honest with you, you're a millennial too, and your behavior is exactly like a millennial. You see, I wasn't going to talk about you, Shangy, but you came in here and you poked the bear. And maybe you poked the bear because you're trying to leverage my subs. I don't care. Do what you got to do. I really don't care. I'm here to help people. And the more and more that you millennial men come into my channel and you behave in the ways I'm calling you out on, the more you're proving my point or points. Keep coming in here and behaving the ways that you're behaving, which are the exact same ways that I'm calling you out on. I'm trying to help you guys become better men. I'm trying to help you guys get a better grip on your emotions and get your shit together. But all you guys do is you keep coming in here and you go to other places and you project your insecurities. That's what you do. And when I come and tell you the truth, you don't want to hear it, and that's why you don't like me, because you don't want to hear the truth, because you can't handle the truth. Senator Palacio says, I just got here. Well, heck, I ain't gonna ask either. I'm glad I'm older than Eli. At least he can't label me a millennial. Riff, you're a mature guy. You come out here and you have fun with this stuff because it's more entertainment for you, and you do learn some things, and you do have support out here. But I know you're just messing with me. Riff, you're Generation X like myself. And you're not that much older than me anyway. We're about the same age, dude. And I think you understand where I'm coming from. You and I have talked privately before. Because someone has to lighten the mood here most of the time. Hey, you know what? It's not about lightening the mood. It's about going with the flow and feeling the moment. You know, look, I'm not a vanilla kind of guy, okay? I'm a real guy. I have emotions, and I express myself. And I'm not a boring person. I live life to the fullest. This is the reason why people watch me, is because I'm a unique person. I'm real. Hey peeps, sup? Hey, Mystic Angel 2. Sharon, how you doing? Welcome to the show. I'm back on my different trail today. I'm not at Red Morton Park. I'm probably going to come to this trail. If the weather stays nice, I'm probably going to start walking this trail every day instead of Red Morton Park for a while. And no, it's not because of what the other guys did. Everybody knows me in the area, so I'm fine. It's not a big deal. It's that whole thing that they did where they tried to paint me as someone that should not be allowed around kids. I'm not going to say the word because it'll get me demonetized. It's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep moving forward. Plus, this is a change of pace here. So Sharon, how are you doing? How are things going for you in your neck of the woods? Got your video link you sent yesterday. I still need to catch up on all these videos. There's just been so much going on lately. But thank you so much for being here. But Sharon, let me ask you something. What have your experiences been like being around millennial men or modern day men? Like, you're a good woman, Sharon. I know you've had your moments. We all have, right? But I'm sure that if you could have a good man in your life that would respect you as much as you'd respect him, you'd want that. So what have your experiences been like with modern day men? I'm curious to know. I gotta say, it's an amazingly beautiful day here on, what is today, December 30th? No, sorry, January 30th, not December. January 30th. And it feels like summertime. Almost looks like it too. That's why we give up 2 arms and 2 legs to be able to afford to live out here for this weather. God, I love it out here. Looks like it's a beautiful day. It is. Mama Goonie, where are you from actually? I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area. I live in Redwood City, California, which is about a half an hour south of San Francisco and a half an hour north of San Jose. But yeah, I if I would have known the weather would be this great, I would have taken off my middle layer. I'm like bundled up for like 30 and 40 degree weather. I've even got my gloves on. And I'm sweating inside. Better to be overprepared though than underprepared. I'd rather be sweating like hell than freezing my you-know-what off. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Oh, that's nice. Albuquerque. Awesome. Awesome. Wonderful area. Have you lived there most of your life, Mama Goonie? Fantastic. It's about 46 degrees. That's not too bad for Albuquerque. You folks in Albuquerque have very, very hot summers, though, don't you? You get like 100+ degree weather out there. Let's see. Mystic Angel says there's a lot of F-boys out there. A lot of men play games. It's like they are stuck in that Peter Pan phase. That's a great point. So what you're saying, Sharon, is that they're just looking for a one-night stand. They're looking for a hookup because, all right, if we take Gorilla Bear Tech, for example, who lives at home with his parents, makes $150 a month off of YouTube and no other income, probably has a car given to him by his parents, etc., right? There's no woman that's going to want to even go on one date with a man that's going to make them aware of all that. So maybe what Gorilla Bear Tech does is he pretends to be this baller, right? And then maybe he can go out and try to convince a woman that he's the real deal to get, a couple nights of sex, and then that's that. Like, I've seen men like that play that game, that are in the same situation as Gorilla Bear Tech. So when women like you come along, these guys will convince you to believe they're the real deal. They have nothing, but they still feel the need to go out and try to get sex from women. I guess everybody feels that need, right? But I just don't get why guys like GBT, Gorilla Bear Tech, and other guys take 6 months or a year, get yourself back, get a good job, get an apartment, and you'll see how your life change. Oops, I was gonna go this side too. I forgot. I need to do my 4 to 5 miles. We've been on for an hour and 1 minute. 33 in the box right now. 8 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up, folks. Yep, I seen plenty, says Mama Goonie. Let's see. Riff Mago says, hashtag monk life. Mama Goonie says, about the mid to high 90s, really. That's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. Yeah, out here in the Bay Area where I live, typically in my area, the weather during the summer is anywhere from 68 degrees to, 85, 90. Sometimes it'll hit in the 90s, and sometimes, very rarely, it'll get to 100. Every summer, we typically will have maybe 5 to 7 to 10 days max of 100 plus degree weather. Now, if you go further inland into the Central Valley area, almost every day in the summer is like 95 to 100, 105, sometimes even 110 or more. But because, look, we're right by the SF Bay. And we have the microclimate here in Redwood City. Give me 1 second, folks. Good Lord. Beautiful woman. Give me 1 second here, too. You meet all the beautiful women on the hiking trails because they stay in shape. They walk the trails, they run the trails. Like, if you want to meet the beautiful women that take care of themselves, that have their shit together, this is where you do it. You go on the hiking trails. This is the place to be. I should just start walking this trail without doing live streams. Anyway. It is a dry heat here, so it is not as bad as 95 with humidity. Yeah, we do get humidity here, but like I was saying a second ago, Mama Goonie, I live in Redwood City, California. It's halfway between San Francisco and San Jose. And we have one of the best microclimates in the world. We have the Pacific Ocean, which is about, 20 miles, 15, 20 miles west of where I live. And slightly east of where I live is the SF Bay. So you're right in the middle of two bodies of water. Now, the SF Bay is basically a spillover of the Pacific Ocean. The Golden Gate Bridge is the gateway to the Pacific Ocean. So, but the way the body of water is on the left and on the right, and you get the crosswinds, it tremendously cools off the air in the summertime. If it wasn't for that, we'd have 100 plus degree weather here probably every day in the summer. So that's why it's such a highly desirable place to live. Plus all the jobs are here. The high-tech industry's out here. And the Bay Area is going through massive, massive growth, like each and every year. Like they just keep building here. They just keep building and building and building because the contractors can get top dollar here, and real estate's top dollar here. Everything's top dollar. Good Lord. Anyway, got 25 in the box, nine thumbs up. Got about another maybe 15 minutes or so, folks, before I wrap this up. I don't think there's anybody on this observation deck, so I'm going to go up on this observation deck today. I don't think I've shown you this observation deck in the past because there were people there when I've broadcasted live before at this location. But yeah, there's a pretty this observation deck up here. Let's see. Mama Goonie, nice. My brother lives in San Diego, about south of you. Yeah, San Diego is about 7 hours south of me by car. I've been to San Diego. And right next door to San Diego is a beautiful city called La Jolla. Like, you want to meet all the beautiful women, you go to the La Jolla beach. It's not only about beauty, folks, it's about brains too. I'm just saying. Yeah, in my younger days, I went to San Diego on vacation with some friends. And we went to a beach in La Jolla, which is right next to San Diego. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, don't get me wrong, all the women are wearing makeup and they've got, plastic surgery. We'll say it nicely. So, they're, I hate to say it, I don't mean to be rude, it's the truth. They're store-bought, but they look good. I mean, what the heck? But yeah, here is the view behind me. How's that? Take a look at that. And if I turn around, the sun's beginning to set right now. You see that? Is that cool or what? Yeah, it's a great view. Now I'm going to come down because there's another gentleman coming here. I want to give him some peace and quiet to look at the beautiful views. So I'm on my last leg back, folks. So if you have any questions or you want to talk about anything, like I said, probably got about another maybe 10 to 15 minutes before I go off the air here. But I will be back later tonight to continue talking about this from the studio. And I know I'm not going to make a lot of friends and win a lot of people over by, talking about the millennial men in this way. Now, the strong millennial men that are not this way are going to agree with me. But in all honesty, I think there's such a huge epidemic of unstable and insecure millennial men and beyond that something needs to be done about it. And again, we can't blame these guys for being this way because that's the way they were raised to be. Not only had they been raised to be this way, the system is further putting them down in this way. The system is putting them down in this way. It's sad. So their parents don't raise them to be men anymore. And then the system is more focused on empowering women because it's more profitable to the system because women spend more money than men. So it's almost like these men nowadays don't even have a chance. Now, some of them get lucky. Some of them get lucky and they come from a good family and they were raised right. But the majority of them are not that fortunate. And then they come out here on YouTube and they look for these outlets to seek help. And then when someone like me comes in to legitimately try to help them, they feel I'm shaming them or attacking them. No, I'm not. I care about you. I care about you having what you want to have out of life. And you're not going to be able to get what you want out of life until you can figure yourself out first and figure out, the path you want to go down. and also be able to, what's the word I'm looking for here? To be able to support yourself. You need to be able to support yourself and not be dependent on anyone else for your survival. As a man, that is masculine energy. And that's what really offends these guys, because they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They know it. They wish they were in a better financial position to the point of where they can just have their own place and not be dependent on their family for their survival. I just don't understand why they don't do something about it. A lot of these guys say, oh yeah, we've tried to get jobs and we keep getting turned down. Are you kidding me? Have you tried hard enough? There are so many jobs you can apply. You can even apply for a job here in the Bay Area. A lot of these millennial men are very talented. Like the other one, the spoiled and entitled millennial that runs the L channel, Mr. J. We've been referring to him as Mr. J. We're not going to put out his real stuff because we're just not going to do that. But he's got graphic designing skills. He could look for a job out here in the San Francisco Bay Area and probably make 200 grand a year. Yes, the cost of living would be greater out here, but what if he came out here and got a job making 200 grand a year, working for a major company, having full benefits and all that? And then he would be able to afford one of these nice apartments by the water, which is probably going to cost him $5 grand a month, but making 200 grand a year, he'll be able to easily afford that. And then maybe he gains some experience, and then somebody back east may want to hire him so he can move back to his hometown where it's cheaper. You see, these millennials, these millennial men, are so goddamn entitled that they don't want to make any effort. They want everything handed to them on a silver platter. It's the truth. Tell me I'm wrong. Am I angry? Maybe a little bit. I am angry because I care. I'm angry because if I came out here and sounded like a little sissy, nobody would listen. Mama Goonie. Hashtag facts. I really like you, Mama Goonie. I'm so glad we connected. I believe it was through Pusha Studios. You see, this is what it's all about, folks. It's about connecting with people, reaching out, say, hey, I saw your channel. I really like what you do. I do live streams. Come over here. I'll introduce you to my network, and I'll chat with you. What the hell? Why is this not letting me moderate this thing? Thank you for hiding him. Listen, I'll address the troll. Listen, if Gorilla Bear Tech wants to go live and talk smack about me, go right ahead. Folks, let me know if you can see me. Hang on. Folks, the YouTube server disconnected me again. I think the YouTube live streaming servers, whether it's mobile or on desktop, they've been like overloaded lately. Am I back, folks? It cut me off for a second. I had to reconnect. I should be back. Yeah, no, I know. No, it tells you on the phone. I know exactly what's going on. It shows you when you're offline, and then it gives you an option to reconnect on the same stream. And if you're watching this on the replay, what's going to happen is that YouTube just pieces it, they piece it all together. So it's like a splice. I'm only explaining what happened so people that weren't here live know why the replay is kind of chopped up in a few places. Hey, Terry's GG&G, what about me coming and going? What are you talking about, Terry? Terry, thank you so much for being on my panel last night, bro. I greatly appreciate it. That was That was an amazing show that we did late last night, man. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, GBT talking smack about me. Go ahead. What smack are you gonna talk about me, GBT? Are you gonna talk about all the lies that the trolls have stated about me to try to, you know, go against what I'm saying about you? I know for a fact everything about you is true. And I never meant to attack you, man. I'm trying to help you get your act together. But if you think by now joining the trolls and talking smack about me that is not true is going to help you grow your channel and help you head on the right path, just keep doing it and see what happens. All you folks are doing is helping me grow my channel faster. I'm at 2.8K subs right now. I've been growing 20 or 30 subscribers a day, and that's organic. No one's buying me subs. That's organic growth. I've been growing daily. I've got new people here like Mama Goonie and other people I'm connecting with. But see, look at what these guys do. Instead of these guys taking responsibility and saying, you know what, Eli, you're right. I needed you to call me out on my shit last night. I'm sorry, can you help me? Instead of doing that, what this guy does is he goes off to his own channel and starts to whine like a little bitch. That's what he does. That's what he does. That's what he does. That's what these guys do. That's what insecure, weak men do. So I would not expect anything less from Gorilla Bear Tech or any other man in the same position. Hey, stay cool. How you doing? Dude, seriously, don't worry about GBT. I'm not worried about anybody, Mama Goonie. You have to understand one thing. As a coach, I share examples, and I lead by example. And I'm sharing this because it's part of what I teach people to look for. I personally, in my head and my heart, am not going to lose any damn sleep over GBT or anyone like him. But part of what brings value to my brand, Mama Goonie, is to, raise awareness and make people aware exactly of what's going on and why these people are doing it. Because who knows? Maybe there's somebody out here watching behind the scenes that hasn't commented because they're shy, and maybe they're like GBT and they're learning how to be a better man without exposing themselves publicly, right? Somebody could learn from this. That's why I do it. LOL, too legit to quit. That's funny. Stay cool. Mama Goonie is legit. Don't hide her, please. She is legit. Riff Margo says, so GBT had continuing issues with Mr. O, the drama that resulted on your stream last night, and instead of putting it behind you, this is the results. Shakes my head. Hold on a second. So GBT had continuing issues with Mr. O, the drama that resulted on your stream last night, and instead of putting it behind you, this is the result. Riff, are you saying that when you say this is the result, you're saying him going live on his channel and talking about it? What are you saying? Or are you saying us both talking about it? For me, it triggered me in a good way to do some topics to further help these men understand what's going on and help them get back on track in this crazy modern world we all live in. So I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Rip. If you can be a little more specific, I would greatly appreciate that. But yeah, if GBT's gonna talk about me every day, that's on him. I don't care. He's never gonna get anywhere behaving this way. He's only further cementing himself in a downward spiral. Yeah, I was gonna say, I do have my own channel. I moderate at least 20 channels. I also have people over on Twitch and other social platforms. So I am sporadically here and there and everywhere. All right, that's good. Diversify. Terry, that's great. Does anybody else have any other questions? I'm going to walk around the marina area over here one more time. And then I'm going to go off the air because I got to go eat dinner and then get ready for the night stream. Smash the like button for Eli. Thank you so much, Queen. Queen, let me ask you a question. When we talk about these modern day issues between men and women, that's part of my coaching. Does it help you better understand what's going on? I'm not saying you have to agree with everything, but does it give you a little more insight on why certain things you've been through possibly happen with certain men you've been through? Like, I really want to know, because you told me the other day when I asked you that, you get value, hearing these examples and these stories, and everyone's sharing their stories in the chat along with what I'm saying on the air. Warrior Spirit, caught the replay from last night. It is not like you didn't ask GBT not to mention the other person. Oh, and Warrior Spirit, what he did last night, writing, spammy paragraphs for an hour straight in my chat, he's done that on 4 other shows over the past 2 weeks. So, in essence, I gave the guy so many chances. I talked with him privately, behind the scenes. Every time I talked to him, he said, okay, dude, I won't do it anymore. And he just kept on doing it. He has no self-control. He lacks self-control. He emotional self-control as well, which is worse. And if you as a man, you got to have your emotional shit together. If you lack emotional self-control as a man, no one can help you. And in my opinion, you're a ticking time bomb. And that can become a very scary man when you're around men that are so insecure where they lack emotional self-control. Those are men that women should be scared to be around. And I wouldn't want to be around them myself either. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you? I will watch the replay. Mama Goonie, you can watch whatever you want to watch. It's a free country, Mama Goonie. If you want to watch all my content and help me get more watch time, that's on you. I'm still going to love you regardless. You're awesome. It's totally up to you if you want to do that or not. I like Mama Goonie. She's awesome. She's very polite and caring. Good person. Great connection. Anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap this up. I've got to get going. I've got to take off my hiking boots and head back home, have some dinner, and get ready for the night stream. I want to thank everyone for being here today. I want to thank all the moderators in the chat. I want to thank all the consumers of content. But we do need to chat. Okay, that's cool. All right, I mean, chatting about, what would you like to chat about? Is it a collaboration thing, or is it something to do with my style of broadcasting? Because before I've got a lot going on, and I'm open to talking to people. What I'm not open to is people attacking my style of broadcasting. And it's just a waste of time for me. But you know what? If you have constructive feedback, or if you have, if you want to work together on something, no problem. But look at your Twitter, but none of that. Okay, I'll check out Twitter later tonight, and I'll get back to you by later tonight or tomorrow, Mama Goonie. I appreciate that. All right, folks. Have yourselves a great one. I'll see you all in a bit at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific from the studio. All right, we're going to continue this. And I have a blog article I'm going to go over. See you in a bit. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.